AG's Mommy 99, she says, mine are totally random. Are there any stories behind your children's names? Why did you pick them? Do you collect anything? My kids' names. Trevor, I picked. Jeff had no say in it. It's just what I wanted. He was going to be Blair if he was a girl, or Aiden, I think was one of the other boy names, but then Aiden was wicked popular. And Trevor was actually the name of a crush I had in college. He was a friend of mine, and I loved his name. I loved that it was a nice masculine name, and it kind of sounds Southern to me. So my husband liked that. I did want Jackson for my husband, but my husband said, or for Trevor, but my husband was like, and he kind of gave an opinion on that one. So I was like, okay, no. Aubrey came, we were looking through a baby book name. We were having a hard time with Aubrey. My husband and I like totally different names. And I say that my husband likes stripper names and I don't. So we got to Aubrey, and I originally said no because there was like a pop group girl band and there was like a really trashy girl named Aubrey, so that's what I associated it with. He's like, Amanda, not everyone's going to associate with that. So we called her Aubrey. He was originally saying Audrey, and I'm like, and we found Aubrey and we like it. I almost wish we would have named her Audrey because people call her Audrey and she throws down because she's like, my name is Aubrey. Like, she gets so mad, but whatever. Casey, I wanted CJ. His middle name is Joseph, and we found Casey. Again, we kind of regret it sometimes because every time he goes anywhere, they think he's a girl, and then they see him and they're like, oops. So that's my only issue with that one, but I love his name. And we don't call him CJ, we call him Casey. And then Eliana, I wanted the name Ellie. My husband kept saying, no, 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 I don't like that name. We were actually going to name her Stella, and somehow he said that he liked the name Eliana, and I was like, ooh, that's Ellie. So I got my way and he got his way, kinda. But we just go with what we like. All of my kids have a family member's middle name. So Trevor is Aaron, just spelled different for my brother. Aubrey has my mother-in-law's name spelled different. I regret that. I wish I wouldn't have named it, as we don't even have contact with her. But I was trying to keep the peace, but little did I know that nothing that I would have done would have kept the peace, so I should have given her a different name, but whatever. Casey has my father-in-law's name. I don't mind that one. I like my father-in-law. I just don't like my mother-in-law. And then Eliana has my mom's middle name, which was really nice. My mom really, really liked that. I think she cried. And do you collect anything? No, not really. You know, I have some Pandora charms. I have Alex and Ani bracelets. I really like my Disney stuff. I really like Beauty and the Beast Disney stuff especially, but not really. I don't like stuff. I don't like clutter. I'm always trying to get rid of more stuff in my house. I hate stuff everywhere, so I don't really collect anything. When do you, oh, this is a new one. Scrappin' for me, but it's MHE, I think. When do you plan to do a review of all the resorts you stayed at during your last trip to Walt Disney World? Duh, I haven't done that, so I will do that soon. What were your favorites and why? I love Port Orleans Riverside. Of the three that we stayed at, I fell in love with that resort. It was beautiful. It was charming. The decor was cute. We will stay there again. I will pay the 2-room price to stay there again because we really enjoyed it that much. Caribbean Beach was great too. In all honesty, it's right up there. I think because we stayed there so long, maybe that's why I fell in love with Port Orleans more, as I didn't get to like suck it all in. But those are both great resorts. We liked Yacht Club for the ability to walk to Epcot, to boat to Hollywood Studios. That was awesome, being like that. To go to the boardwalk at night. The pool was amazing. It wasn't as amazing as I thought it was going to be, but it was amazing. The kids loved that pool. We spent a lot of time in that pool. But we were really far away from the like restaurant area and beach club, and that was kind of a pain. Like, it literally took us 20 minutes to go and refill our mugs, and refilling our mugs is something that we like doing a lot. They had like a really crappy quick service type thing. It was like sandwiches and soup, and they were weird, and for us, that's important to us, is having some place to eat, some quick service options on site. All the other resorts had big areas to do that, and our room was kind of like in rough shape, like they hadn't renovated it yet, and for the price, I just don't think it was worth it. I would pay like $250 a night for Yacht Club, Beach Club, maybe $200, but I would never pay the high prices again. I just wouldn't. It just, we felt out of place there. That was another thing too. Like, we're middle income people, and we felt like there's a lot of like, ugh, and like the way that some of these people were talking to the cast members, I wanted to knock them. Like, I don't care how much money you have, you are not better than anybody. And when you talk like someone's a dog, it just makes you look like a piece of crap. Like, I couldn't handle that. Like, me and my husband both, like, so many times we were just like really? Like, really? Like, that's how you're gonna treat somebody. And it's like, we're all paying the same price. You're not any better. So, I guess that was a rant. And also, will you be getting another P.O. box this Christmas like last year? And then she says, can you? But then it stops. Oh, can you? I wonder if that was a question. My issue with the P.O. box is it's expensive. And it was nice. Like, I am not going to lie. All those cards, like, people made me cards. People spent time to make me cards. People spent time to make my children cards. Casey and I used to love going to the P.O. box and getting our mail, and just the kind words that people said. And it was really nice because I could like connect some faces to names of people that are constantly commenting. I mean, I loved it, but it was expensive, and you know, it's hard to, it's a privacy thing too, because then obviously everyone knows where you live. By now everyone knows, you know, pretty much where I live, and you know, that's kind of alarming to me. Like, it's a privacy thing, it's a money thing. I've had a lot of people ask me, you know, can they send me something? I should get a P.O. box. So I just need to look into maybe some lower cost things and see if it's something that's in the budget. Because I did really enjoy getting all of your letters and things like that. And it was really nice in that aspect. And, you know, I should have one anyways where I'm doing giveaways and stuff like that. But it's just one of those privacy and cost things. So I'm not sure yet. I will know soon if I'm going to. And if I do, I will make sure that people know. Will you be, Alice Del Prate, I think? Will you be doing Vlogidays this year? I really hope the answer is yes. LOL, why or why not? I have had a lot of people ask me this. I don't know why. I have a feeling that that's how a lot of people found my channel, was via Vlogidays. That's how I found Maureen from Glittering Groceries. She asked me, I don't know if it was when we were in Florida or when. Another YouTuber a bigger YouTuber has asked me that, you know, she really enjoyed that series of mine. And for now, the answer is no. Simply because Vlogidays, your channel has the ability to really grow. You get a lot of people hitting on your channel. You get a lot of new subscribers, which also means you get a lot of hate. You get a lot of, I'm not going to say a lot. You get some hate. You get people saying nasty things. It's the holidays. You're stressed out in general, and then add, you know, filming and editing every single day on like a 1 to 2 day turnover. It gets to be a lot. And, you know, there were times that I snipped at my kids. There were times that I disciplined my kids. There were times when I was very cranky and moody. I had a panic attack on camera. You know, sharing, maybe oversharing like our Christmas budget and stuff like that, because everyone has an opinion on it. And yes, I put my life out on YouTube, and I'm fully aware of that. However, people just get really brave behind a camera and say stuff to you that they would never say to your face, and I'm just not sure that I'm ready for that again. You know, you get all these critics in your life, and it's just, I'm just not sure that I'm ready for that. I'm not sure that I'm ready for that challenge of filming and uploading every day. I'm not sure if I'm ready for the challenge of dealing with all the new subscribers. I'm not sure. For now, the answer is no. I know that it's upset a lot of people because it is something, and it's something I enjoy. Like, looking back on our farm trip and the kids writing their Christmas card or their Christmas letters to Santa, I cry on that video. There are just so many things that I look back and I see it and I love it. And, you know, in all honesty, if I could film it for myself and not put it out there, I would totally do it. But it's just, I don't know. For now, the answer is no. I'm not sure if it's going to be yes. Sherry Taylor asks, what do you like to do for you time if you manage to grab any? I really like going out in my garden and weeding and planting and mulching and mowing, and it's hard work and you're filthy and you're sweaty, but then when you come in you're like, wow, that looks really good. You know, our house needs siding really badly, and we were just going to paint this year, and then after kind of feeling some spots, we're like, you know, we really have to replace it as much as we don't want to, but that means, you know, our budget has now like quadrupled. So we like took off paint that was peeling and then touched it up, and it looked so much better. And it's like those projects, I don't know, I love having the time to do them uninterrupted without the kids, and just the after product of looking at something. I love it. I love decorating. I love decorating my home, whether it be for seasons or just in general. I love sitting outside reading a magazine by the pool, you know, uninterrupted. That's always nice. I love shopping. I love spending time with my mom. I love spending time with, you know, the friends that I do still have in this world. You know, it's hard to have friends as a mom, I think, sometimes. And I love being with my kids, you know, I mean, it's so just day to day to me that that's my life, that's just what is comfortable to me. Living Weird asks, what made you decide to follow Dave Ramsey, and where are you in baby steps? I've always said that I follow Dave Ramsey light. I'm not a Dave Ramsey step follower. It's just not what we do. I will say that we always try to have the emergency fund, but there are times when we use it. We do not use credit cards. We have them if we need them. There have been times when we've had to use them, unfortunately, but it's not like we're like, oh nope, we can't do it because it's on a credit card. Like we did finance my van basically to build credit, as our credit score was pretty low. So we don't follow it like that, so I'm not in a step per se. Right now we are not where we want to be financially. You know, ideally I think we would want to be like a Dave Ramsey situation where we had a $1,000 emergency fund. We had about 2 months worth of living expenses. And we were just paying cash for everything that we wanted. That's ideally where we want to be right now. And, you know, we would like to pay our house off early. You know, I'm not saying pay it off in 5 years. You know, maybe if we took 10 years off of our loan, that would be something that we would really look forward to. But we don't follow it in that way. I just do like his cash and envelope systems. I do like, you know, his emergency fund concept. I do love his ability to have, you know, some stuff saved up, a couple months living expenses if something were to happen. You know, living debt free. I love all those aspects of his life, or of his teachings, or whatever. Carrie Barnhill asks, what does your daily cleaning routine look like? I've always wondered. I don't have a daily cleaning routine. I get done what I can get done. In the school year, it's kind of different than, you know, not school year. Like typically now we'll wake up, we'll all have breakfast, we will kind of sit and like watch TV. I'll kind of have my computer time. Around 9:30 or 10 we get up, I assign the kids some chores, and I do chores. I start my load of laundry. I try to do chores until that load of laundry is done washing, and then I put it out on the line. And then I do more chores, and then I do chores until that next load of laundry is done, and then I push that one into the dryer and start a new one. And then normally I'm kind of done for the day. I normally try to do like an hour, 2 hours tops of cleaning. Some days it's deep cleaning, some days it's not. I'm just trying to make sure that the house is always tidy and clean. Some days the floors need to be mopped, some days they don't. I also try to make sure that I'm not spending every single day cleaning. I try to make it a point that the kids get to do fun things with their friends. They get to go out, they get to go to parks, they get to swim, they get, you know, to do the things they want. But then there are some days when we have to stay inside and do it. During the school year, it's a lot easier. Because typically I'll drop everybody off, I'll do all my cleaning, I'll do all my errands, and then I'll go pick up kids, and then when they're home, I don't have to do any cleaning. And then when they get home, they do their chores. I really try to stay out of their rooms. I really try to make them keep their rooms clean, keep their rooms tidy, bring their laundry down, bring their laundry up, do all that stuff. And then they also have to do some stuff around the house, you know, cleaning the bathroom, countertops and stuff like that, cleaning the dining room table, picking up after themselves, vacuuming here and there, cleaning up the playroom. So it's like I don't have a routine. I probably should, but routines just don't work for me in that aspect of my life. Katie Wage asks, what is your current Weight Watchers update? How has it been going? Would you ever consider going to Disneyland? If you could pick staying at a moderate resort with quick service dining plan or staying at a... and then it cuts off. Okay, so current Weight Watchers update is I haven't been on Weight Watchers for a little while because it's just too expensive. I can't afford it. I'm still pretty much following their same whatever, you know, their same kind of general things of a low carb way of eating. I've been kind of doing like a low carb, high fat, lots of fruits and vegetables, lots of protein, really trying to avoid the snacks if at all possible. You know, when we're out, that's what I bring with me because it's easy. And when we're home, I really try to eat on point. On the weekends are my free time. I eat what I want on the weekends and I don't really track. I haven't been tracking at all either. I've just been really trying to eat when I'm hungry, stop when I'm full, drink lots of water, really do the low carb thing. You know, I have burgers without buns now, and I just put like a burger with a little bit of cheese and some avocado on it and like veggies like lettuce and tomato, and that fills me fine and I don't feel that I need it. I do still eat pasta. I try to do like a whole grain type pasta, and I try to only do pasta like one day a week, and I try to have like very little of it with a lot of whatever is going on and then a side salad. You know, I try to eat wraps instead of sandwich bread, like a low carb version, like Cedars is a really low carb one. And just eating that way. I have lost about like 8 pounds, 7 pounds, something like that since the kids got out of school this summer, so that's been going good. I've been just trying to walk. I'm not loving running. I don't love it right now. I'm too heavy for it, so I haven't been running. I've just been walking when I can. I'm averaging about 2 walks a week. You know, my mom pays for my gym membership. That's something she gives me as like a gift that keeps giving throughout the year. So it's like I really should be getting back to the gym and really doing that. I'm in a much clearer place mentally, so it's like I've been doing the watching what I've eaten for a while. So it's like I could do a diet plan, but then I get frustrated because then I'm weighing myself and then I'm not seeing the results I want, and so then it just goes downhill. So I've been really trying to weigh myself like once a month, if that. Really going based on my clothing, and my clothing is getting looser. My stomach has like, I may not be losing a ton of weight, but my stomach is going down without all of the pasta and all that stuff. My issue really is snacking. You know, I will get hungry in the middle of the day and want snacks, and that's the hardest part for me. But it's going, you know, I am trying to eat healthier and stuff like that. I'm only going to guess that your next question was if you could pick staying at a moderate resort with quick service dining plan or staying at a, I'm assuming, value with a table service plan. Which would you pick? It would be moderate with quick service. We don't like sitting down for table services. Yes, 1 or 2 a vacation, but not 1 every single day as you spend 12 hours eating, waiting. It's just not our cup of tea. Disneyland, yes, we will be going to Disneyland. As soon as all the kids can ride every single ride, we will go. I'm assuming it's going to be probably when Trevor is entering high school that we're able to go, when Ellie will be old enough to ride everything. But we are totally going to Disneyland. It will be like a full week there. I know they say you only need a couple days, but we want to really maximize our time, as we think that that trip will for sure be a once-in-a-lifetime trip, because I don't think we'll be able to do it every time. And then Lions 0805 says, I have random questions. What is your biggest pet peeve? Liars, dishonesty, not doing what you're saying you're going to do drives me nuts. I will delete you from my life if I catch you doing that, because I just don't like it. I would much rather have someone come up to me and tell me the truth that I don't want to hear than something that I do want to hear that's not the truth. Will you continue to be a stay-at-home mom once all of your kiddos are in school full-time? Why or why not? It's not showing me all my question, like the full questions, so I'm not quite sure if I'm missing stuff. But as for staying at home, I don't think that I will stay at home for forever. No. We don't have the financial means to. You know, I will. The plan for me is to work as like a substitute teacher or a, you know, paraeducator or something like that, that I am home when the kids are home. I have summers off, I have vacations off, I have days off. You know, us being paying for the school system will be ideal. You know, we've learned to live on what we have, and we're okay with it. But my money will basically be getting us to our future. It will be getting us to save a lot of money that we haven't been able to save as much for the past, you know, 10, 12 years and stuff like that. But, you know, living in New England, you can't pay for daycare. It's just so expensive. Even if I paid for all 4 of them to have an after-school care, it was going to be like $150 to $200 to $300, something like that, for all of them to have after-school care. Yeah, it was like $300 for all of them to have after-school care a week. That's $1,200 of my pay. So it's like, you know, that's something we kind of have to think of. So I will be working eventually. It will be like a part-time job. I still want to be home when they're home from school. I want to be home at, you know, as soon as they get off the bus. That's just something that's important to me. You know, I want all my kids to be able to get a job. I want to be able to drive them back and forth. I want them to play the sports that they want to play. And my mom unfortunately had to work her butt off, and I don't want to do that for my kids. I'm just seeing if there's any more. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there's a lot more now that I'm seeing it. Okay, so Summary also asked, do you hang with local friends without kids? I have 2 really, well, I had 3 really close friends. One of them I'm sadly no longer friends with. So my other friend that you see a lot in the vlogs, yes, I hang out with her separately. We go to the gym together, we walk together, and like occasionally we'll do like a dinner or, you know, something like that. My best friend doesn't have kids. She's like up to her eyeballs in wedding planning right now. So if we see each other now, it's typically for wedding stuff, but typically we go out to dinner once every 6 weeks, either with the kids or without them. You know, we'll go shopping or something like that. So yes, I do hang out with them without kids, but it's rare. You know, having 4 kids, it's not really easy to find someone to watch them and stuff like that. Yeah, that Katie Wage asked, would you say value with table service? So I was right with that. Can you give me a rundown of your summer bucket list plans with the kids? It was basically, you know, going to parks and playgrounds and lakes and the ocean and Chuck E. Cheese and Canopy Lake and stuff like that. I will have them sit down and do a whole video on it, so look for that soon. What is your best tip on how to stay organized? Definitely get some sort of notebook or planner or something like that. Have them everywhere. A notebook, a planner, something that you can jot yourself your notes down. I have like an organizational thing in my kitchen. I have it on my refrigerator. I have it in my office. I have a notebook I carry around. Like, have them everywhere. Have yourself like multifaceted of being organized. I could totally do a video on that too. AJ's mom also asked, what is your favorite Christmas movie of all time? The Family Stone. What was your first dance song at your wedding? Oh God, I always forget it. It's by Keith Urban. Making Memories of Us. That was it. We don't ever hear it that much on the radio. How often do you have mom's night out? What about date night with your hubby? Mom's night out is about every 6 to 8 weeks. Date night with my husband is about the same. Sometimes we can do it where we get them away for the whole night. Some days not so much. Girls' nights, we typically go to dinner and we get there early and we end up closing out the restaurant. Date nights with my husband, we typically do dinner, maybe a little bit of shopping. Sometimes we'll go to movies, sometimes we'll go to like a bar. It just all depends on how long we have a babysitter for. Okay, I think that's it for these questions. This is probably itself going to be a 2-part video, but as soon as I get more questions in, I will definitely be answering them. But thanks for watching.